Now we've all heard the rumours. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Futbol Mundial, where we take you through the latest football news from around the globe.
Oh yeah.
Today with Michael in the Ivory Coast, I'm joined by a guest, not a very special one, it's Mr. Chris Hamill, backed by popular demand, 75%, that's mad.
How dare you? I created this show and McCubbin perfected it.
All right.
And you're just riding his coattails.
All right.
Anyway, great to be back in the hot seat. Today we're covering Brazilian Wonder Kids, a cowardly singer, and a very cheeky Newcastle fan. Let's go.
Now, I don't know about you, Christopher Hamill.
No, you don't.
But I wasn't up to much at 17. I was playing video games, very good at FIFA. Football with my mates in the park and keeping out of trouble with a Crawley Massive. Anyway, it's nothing like Santos Wonder Kid Rodrigo.
On the old Frosty Jacks. Not a branded video. Yes, the 17-year-old forward dribbled from the halfway line to score Santos' second goal in their 3-1 win over Uruguayan side Nacional in the Copa Libertadores last week. Have a look at this bad boy, absolute rocket.
Vamos ver como se porta time brasileiro. Vai Rodrigo, vai pra cima dele, Rodrigo. Ares prende na cobertura, Rodrigo, grande lance!
What an absolute beauty. Rodrigo's goal has seen him overtake former Werder Bremen star Diego to become the youngest scorer in Copa Libertadores history. The Brazil under-17 international has 3 goals in 10 appearances this campaign. That's not too bad at all.
No, not at all. And to cap it all off, Rodrigo claimed that he bunked off school to play in the game. Oh, you're odd. Saying, I don't think they're going to be mad I missed class today. Right. No, Rodrigo, you'll probably be fine. This is Brazil. Football first. Yes. Comment below with your thoughts on whether he could be the next big thing. We'll certainly be watching his future with a lot of interest. For some youngsters thrust into the limelight, probably should be mixing those two things together. Getting a chance to suddenly mix it with your heroes can be a little overwhelming. How did you feel, mate?
Mate, when I met John Babb.
When I returned.
Oh my God.
Where to sit, what to say, how to act around players you've grown up idolising can be a little tricky.
And so it proved for Arsenal's 18-year-old striker Eddie Nketiah, who got the chance to sit on the bench next to Arsenal's superstar Mesut Ozil after he was substituted during last Thursday's Europa League clash against AC Milan. Roll that BT.
I mean, that was a solid 10 seconds of staring at Ozil's sweet, sweet German bonce. And who can blame him? A magical technician, Zach. No one has created more chances in Europe's top 5 leagues than the Germans since his debut in August 2006.
That's not bad. And there's nothing wrong with a little man crush. It's great to see. Mine has to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Eddie, we wish you the best of luck and fingers crossed you get Ozil's number before too long.
Like a strongman, do you?
I think so, yeah.
I'm more of a Ryan Gosling man myself.
That doesn't surprise me.
Dress sense.
That doesn't surprise me now.
Hair.
It's the hair for you. Not surprised.
The full package. A big package. Now, before we move on to our next section, we just want to remind you that this Saturday sees the much anticipated return of Stat Wars The Champions!
Da, 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 da.
Not rehearsed.
Yes, we are all so excited about this. Check this trailer out this weekend, Stat Wars.
Boom.
That might be one of the most cringiest things we've ever done.
Right, Jose.
Yeah, my lifestyle's dangerous.
John Ben Babb, back in the building.
We thought we'd heard it all when Aston Villa striker Lewis Graben paid to cut his own loan spell short at Sunderland earlier this season. Dougie wrote this story. Sunderland featuring yet again. What has happened? But a story has emerged this week of an even stranger ending to a temporary move.
Yes, Gillingham striker Connor Wilkinson has revealed that his loan spell to Portsmouth in 2016 was cut short, having played only 20 minutes for the club. Yes, 20. Took us longer to shoot this.
The 23-year-old forward says that he refused to follow club tradition and sing on the bus heading into the League Two playoff semi-final against Plymouth before his second match. And that was enough for then Pompey boss Paul Cook to get rid of him, give him the chop. Big Cook.
Wilkinson says it was his first day, he felt a little awkward in front of his new teammates and he offered to pay the fine instead. But now Wigan boss Paul Cook, who masterminded the Lactics FA Cup win over Man City earlier this season, clearly saw this as a lack of team spirit.
Do you remember what we did to you?
Oh, don't.
When we said,
We can't say
be a terrible presenter on purpose for a year.
100%. Now look at me. Going with it.
Scroll up.
I don't know where that was going.
But Wilkinson is certainly hitting the right notes now. He opened the goal scoring during Gillingham's 3-1 win against, yes, you guessed it, Portsmouth at Fratton Park on Saturday. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Paul Cook. Cold dishes.
You're doing it as bad as Michael.
Worse.
One man who doesn't seem afraid of the biggest stage is 17-year-old Flamengo forward Vinicius Jr. He has 4 goals in 10 appearances for the Rio-based side and had a Copa Libertadores debut to remember last week.
I did a flamenco lesson once. Oh no, salsa. Different dances.
How did that end?
Different countries. Yes, the youngster who Real Madrid paid 45 million euros for in May 2017 came off the bench in the 66th minute of Flamengo's clash with Ecuadorian side Emelec, obviously, when his side were 1-0 down.
And 11 minutes later, he did this.
Bye!
Marcação dupla, passou pelo Bagui, mais drible, olha o gol! Gol!
Not satisfied with one worldie, 7 minutes later he pulled this one out the bag. It's the gammon.
Ah!
Mano, Vinícius faz o toque pro Diego, é pro Vinícius! Gol!
2 beautiful goals, a move to Real Madrid to come at the end of the 2018-19 season. Life seems pretty good for young Vinicius. And with both Rodrigo and Vinicius starring this week in South America's biggest tournament, the future looks golden for Brazil.
From Christ the Redeemer to Jesus King Christ, Sunderland are having a truly shocking season. Second time they featured, just saying, Doug. They have lost 10 of their 14 games in 2018 and conceded 28 in the process. They're bottom of the championship, 5 points from safety with 8 games left.
And to heap on more misery, not only did their star centre mid Darren Gibson get done for drink driving on Saturday morning, having crashed into 4 cars, but a few hours later they lost 2-0 to Preston North End with 10 men at a freezing cold stadium of light. Who would want to be there?
It's hard enough reading about it. But the footballing gods weren't done with the Black Cats yet. A Newcastle fan then won the half-time crossbar challenge before doing a lap of the stadium, celebrating like Shearer. As stewards tried to get him out.
What is he doing?
Back of the room.
What is he doing?
Movement, entertainment.
Love that steward being nutmegged at the end too. He's back now. Anyway, but that's the last thing Sunderland fans need, having seen their side win twice at home in the last 458 days, or 1 year and 3 months. That's pretty grim. Must be nearly as bad as being a Celtic fan.
Ooh, banter. My Shearer thing was a bit fascist there. Just to clarify, not a fascist. All the time.
Now, we've all heard the rumours of Neymar's move to Real Madrid, just 12 months on from his €222 million transfer to PSG. The 26-year-old supposedly wants out.
I think we're the one pushing that rumour.
Yeah, well.
But anyway. Well, the Times are reporting that Neymar is happy to stay if his contract demands are met. What are those demands, you ask? A ridiculous $1 million per week.
Oh my days.
It's like Padron Stratton's pay back.
Nearly. At the moment, Neymar is on £537,000 a week, 37,000 more than Messi, but these reports suggest that the forward, who has scored 28 goals in 30 games for the league and champions, wants an even bigger pay packet.
Clubs around the world will be praying this is bullshit and save them all a lot of money, because remember when he moved?
Inflation.
And then all of a sudden, Tamar Lamar was worth £90 million. Anyway, but if it was to go through, Neymar would earn over £5,900 per hour.
My lord. The
Tennis.
Times is normally a pretty reliable source, but surely this can't be true. Do you think Neymar will leave? Will PSG offer him a new contract, or are both absolute garbage? Vote in the poll and let me know.
Above the gammon.
3 times now. Not funny.
Now it's time for everyone's favourite section. It's the one to watch. Is this everyone's favourite?
Yes, it is. Yes, last week, me and McCubs gave you the inside line on Al Ali striker Walid Azaro, and this week, thanks to Sankalp Bajpay, I'm so sorry, we are covering Juventus striker Moise Kean. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry that I'm here. Only kidding. Moise Kean has been on our radar for a little while, featuring in a scout report called the Top 5 Young Players to Watch in 2018 back in January. And although he is a Juve player, the 18-year-old striker has spent the season on loan at Hellas Verona.
It hasn't been easy for the Italian youth international though. Verona have really struggled this year and are second bottom with 22 points from 28 games. 3 points from safety. But
Kean has been a bright light in an otherwise disappointing campaign, and although he's only scored 4 goals, he's their joint top goal scorer along with Gianpaolo Pazzini. And considering this is his first senior season, a goal every 0.3 league games, better than Dele Alli 0.2, is a pretty impressive return. Agreed. Want to get involved next week when I probably won't be here? Make sure you comment below with #OneToWatch.
And I'm so sorry about the pronunciation of your name. I really, really am.
Pronunciation. You even got that wrong.
Whatever. It's not English all over again.
Idiots.
So that was Futbol Mundial. What did you think of the stories that we covered, and have we missed any out? Let us know in the comments below or on Twitter. Handles are on screen right now. Christopher, what should they do now?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, mate.
No worries.
I think you and McCubbin are doing a sterling job on Futbol Mundial. Elsewhere, Stat Wars featuring me and you. Go and watch that.
Smash them, mate. Slap them
from
about.
Saturday. Fake news. Football Daily, an 11 comes out today, so go and watch that. And on FDFC, McCubbin and James have done a brand new non-league vlog, which is very entertaining at Dulwich Hamlet. So very topical as well.
As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Last word again.
Ciao.